Hello everyone, and welcome to Bronchi. Today, we will learn about 11 everyday habits that make you smarter. Now, let's begin. It's hard to find a trait more valuable personally, professionally, and socially than intelligence. Intelligence is understanding knowledge, solving problems, coming up with ideas, and thinking critically about the world. In all its forms, intelligence has been the subject of hundreds, if not thousands, of psychological studies. Time and time again, it's shown to positively influence almost everything. People with more intelligence tend to climb higher on the professional ladder and achieve meaningful goals. They're better at building relationships and earning respect from people. On a larger scale, highly intelligent people are mostly responsible for society's development. Inventors like Steve Jobs laid the foundation for generations of progress. Geniuses like Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking transformed how we understand the world, even the entire universe. From artists to philosophers to engineers. Great minds in history changed the world forever because they had the discipline and courage to use their intelligence to its full potential. They learned, worked, and experimented day in and day out, always looking for inspiration. Some of these people were naturally gifted, while others were average thinkers. Still, they got to the top, and they changed the world. Exactly how? By expanding their intelligence each and every day. The truth is, intelligence isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. For instance, Albert Einstein was called a slow learner by one of his teachers, yet he won a Nobel Prize in physics. Eventually, he became one of history's most renowned geniuses. That's to say, high intelligence isn't something you're born with. Instead, you can develop your intelligence by stimulating your mind and consistently pushing your intellectual limits. You can make intelligence your superpower if you work hard and have the right habits. Anyone can learn how to think and create like the smartest people ever. This video will show you all the powerful ways to expand your mind. Whether you're a genius or just average, these 11 habits can make you smarter. 1. Meditation. Meditation increases IQ. People all over the world have been doing this for thousands of years. The ancient practice of meditation has been scientifically proven to enhance your memory, improve concentration, and even raise your intelligence quotient, or IQ. According to one study, avid meditators took an IQ test and their scores were compared to people who had never meditated. The average meditation score was 20% higher than the average non-meditator score. Additionally, they were more creative and stayed calm and focused when others wilted. So, meditate for a few minutes every day, and you may think, concentrate, and solve problems like never before. 2. The high exposure method. According to billionaire Warren Buffett, it's possible to rapidly expand our intelligence every single day. Using the so-called high exposure method? Many ultra-successful people like Buffett were able to climb to the top of their fields. Here's how it works. Every day, they feed their brains a bunch of stuff that will help them be productive. They read about current events. They meet interesting people. They keep up with their industries, too. They're constantly encountering new information, which inspires innovative ideas and reveals growth opportunities. Even though you can't know everything, you can try. Start exposing your brain to all kinds of inspiring stuff every day, and you'll come up with more ideas. 3. Make your neurons powerful. Reading and studying aren't the only ways to grow intelligent. There's also a strong correlation between exercise and intellectual performance. Your brain sends signals through neurons, which are produced when you do cardio and strength training. Adding new neurons expands and complicates your brain, literally increasing your brain power. 4. The illusion of knowledge. Most people don't question the world around them. They take everything at face value and believe whatever they're told. But asking more questions will make you smarter. Always question everything, no matter how popular or conventional it seems. Be curious every day and ask as many questions as you can. Even if it sounds stupid, every question you ask gives you a deeper and more unique point of view. 5. Einstein's principle of learning. Einstein once said, "If you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough." When we learn new things, we tend to paint in broad strokes, learning enough to answer questions or get good grades, but not enough to understand or master each concept fully. Without mastery, we struggle to retain our knowledge or create new and bigger connections. That's why Einstein came up with the simple test. To figure out whether you've mastered a concept, explain it to another person in as simple terms as possible. If they don't understand what you're saying, you may need to refresh your memory or expand your understanding. Because the person who can explain something simply is the wisest of all. 6. Intelligence is contagious. You're only as intelligent as the people you surround yourself with. Though it's not a hard and fast rule, your social groups do affect your intellectual growth. If you surround yourself with people who aren't particularly smart, you may not feel challenged or learn anything new. On the other hand, if you spend time with people who are as smart or smarter than you, one conversation can elevate your thinking. It's not always easy talking to brilliant people. It can be downright scary sometimes. But intelligence is contagious. Become friends with the smartest person you know, and your intelligence will soar. 7. The power of reflective writing. Our thoughts are fleeting and limited. Mentally processing big ideas or working through complicated problems can be tough when we're juggling a lot of information. It's especially true in our personal lives. Even though we can think about what's going on or what's making us anxious, these problems are often too complex to solve by thinking. That's why so many people keep journals or write about their lives. We can express our ideas concretely in writing, making sense of all the thoughts that swirl around in our heads. When you put pen to paper, you're solving problems, coming to new conclusions, and changing your mind. Contrary to popular belief, you don't have to be a talented writer to write every day. Feel free to express your ideas in whatever way makes sense to you. Try writing just one paragraph every day, and you might get a whole new perspective. 8. Reinvent your distractions. Our lives are full of distractions and time wasters, but these mind-numbing activities don't have to stifle your intelligence. Distractions can make you smarter. In other words, substitute common time wasters for activities that challenge your mind or teach you something new. If, for example, instead of watching a mindless TV show, turn on a thought-provoking documentary. You're still avoiding work, but at least you're learning something. 9. Activate your musical brain. Studies show that playing an instrument, like a piano or guitar, has an incredible effect on the human brain. In one study, researchers scanned the brains of musicians as they played. It turns out that playing an instrument is like giving your brain a full-body workout. The music itself triggers emotional responses in the amygdala and cerebellum. While you're doing that, your motor, auditory, and visual cortexes are going crazy. The fun doesn't end there. In addition to improving your memory and sharpening your motor skills, learning an instrument helps improve communication between your brain hemispheres. The list goes on, so if you want to get smarter, start learning an instrument. Whether you're an amateur or professional, playing music can train your brain like never before. 10. Bite-sized reading. There's nothing like reading a book to boost your intelligence. Reading isn't just a great way to learn, it actually changes your brain structure. MRI scans showed increases in brain performance and connectivity after reading a single book. The problem for many people is motivating themselves to sit down and read. But it doesn't have to be time-consuming. Just 2 pages a day will give you all the benefits of this healthy habit. I know it doesn't sound like much, but this little habit can change your brain. 11. Outsmart your devices. Every day, how many hours do you spend looking at a screen? Spending too much time on your devices can have a negative impact on your cognitive performance. The more you watch TV, the shorter your attention span, the worse your memory, and even the duller your imagination becomes. So, try stepping away from your devices for a few hours every day. By reducing your screen time by 20%, you'll get more energy and concentration. Not only will you feel more focused, but you'll have more motivation to learn and grow. Studies show these activities boost cognitive performance and create new ideas. So let your creative mind wander. And explore for at least 15 minutes each day. Unlock your imagination, and you might learn to think in a new way. You're awesome. Thanks for watching Bronchi, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.